This is Dixie Jarko with Tom Cannon on Authors Showcase.
Welcome. It is the middle of November, and we're at the library during National Novel Writing Month.
Otherwise known as NaNoWriMo, where you and 300,000 of your best friends get together online to write a novel in 30 days. So that works out to 1667 words a day. So we're talking with Paul. How's that novel going?
About as good as it can be expected.
What does that mean?
That's a very non-answer.
Yeah, I'm going to run for public office pretty soon, so I thought I'd practice here. I'm working on it. I'm behind, way behind. But tonight we might catch up a little bit.
This is the night of Writing Dangerously at the library, so we're being locked in from 6 till 11 with pizza.
So what brings you here tonight?
Pizza.
What's
hopefully.
your novel about?
Well, I haven't got a title for it yet, and I don't want to expose my my theme yet. I want to keep it. I think the problem is I'm writing more than one at a time. You know, you get a thought in your mind, you write down a few sentences, and you try to figure out where you want to put it. And too many of my sentences don't go together.
Do you have this story all mapped out inside your head, though? You just need to get it out?
It comes and goes, I think. I don't, I should do more. I try to write down sentences as they come into my mind, kind of like that poem this morning. Rhyme, not poem.
Rhyme.
But I was, it just comes in there, and then I work on it. I just worked on it a little bit now on that. I didn't like the way I was going.
But just like National Novel Writing Month, got to get it out. The first draft's going to be terrible. Get it out, and then you go back, and then you fix it up.
I guess that's the essence of writing. You know, it's mental blocks are there.
Sure.
For all of us.
Are you writing by hand or on a computer?
No, by hand.
Okay.
I'm a little old.
Oh, no, sometimes that's better for ideas.
I like the computer in the fact that one nice thing is you write it down and then reread it, you can correct it without having to erase or write on a different side. I'm just not used to that machine. I don't like looking at that screen for too long a time.
Sure.
Definitely.
How about you guys?
Well, we're not doing well at all.
No, I'm about 40,000 words behind already.
And yeah.
I don't have much.
This is
written.
19th.
Yeah.
And
I said,
I'm really not even trying to. My goal is not even to get 50,000 or to get a novel written. A great goal. That's the purpose of National Novel Writing Month, is to get people who are otherwise stuck.
Yep.
This is your goal. Get out there. Here's the time. Get that novel done. But I still like to come to these events, to
Get inspired.
get inspired. It's a nice quiet time to be able to do some writing, get to see some other authors. Of course, we see Paul all the time. Paul's a member of the Oshkosh Area Writers Club. He has been for how long?
Since the
A
beginning.
few years.
A few years.
I don't remember exactly.
Since 2007, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say at club, it's, there's, you weren't there at first, were you?
Nope.
You were.
Absolutely. Yep.
Founding members.
Yeah, on the subject, about the Oshkosh Area Writers Club. I mean, that's a good opportunity. Or maybe you want to create your own writers club. It's just a great way to get together, have somebody to help you with your stories and get advice and commiserate. And you get to meet interesting people with interesting stories like our friend Paul here.
Yeah, I think you guys have got some really good stories and good interests. And it is true. You get ideas just listening to some people. I know we have some historic writers there, and I really enjoy their work. I don't exactly agree with some of their things because it's not my kind of read. It's just like anybody else. Everybody's a critic.
Yeah.
And you don't want anybody criticizing you too much. You want to be more of not a critic, but a
constructive criticism. Because
Correct.
that's the only way you get better is by somebody else kind of looking at it and going, you got a big plot hole here, or
Well, you can
But
tell.
you don't want
you don't want a
you don't
viciousness.
demoralize them so they
Yeah.
just give up writing altogether.
Yeah.
So
Well, you
It's a
can
fine
tell,
line.
tell who's the teacher in the group.
we
Both of
are.
us.
Both of us are.
Well, and a very good advice, because it's the way you present the criticism. You're not harsh, and you're very
Like encouraging almost.
encouraging.
Yeah.
That's the word. Yeah, I'm 70 years old. Don't expect anything.
Well, thanks for talking to us today. We
Oh,
appreciate
glad to
you
be here.
stopping by the library to write.
Yeah.
Yep.
back
Thank
to
you.
it.
Take care.
Next up on the docket is our friend Cassidy.
Hello.
She's also here writing tonight.
Can you tell us a little bit what you're writing about?
Well, okay, so this might be a little bit of a copyright infringement, if you will.
That's okay.
But if you want to take a look at it, it is called the V Squad. It is basically the story about a mad scientist, the trio of a mad scientist from and a guy named a semi-robotic guy named Digit, and a Fraggle from Fraggle Rock, who is the only Aspergian Fraggle in the world.
Nice.
Which I have Asperger's syndrome, so kind of ties into it. Now, the mad scientist, if you will, it's actually from Muppets Tonight, which is the 90s reboot of The Muppet Show.
Okay.
His name is Dr. Phil Van Neuter. He was the guy, he was the mad scientist guy from Tales from the Vet.
Okay.
Yep. And, Digit, he was from the Jim Henson Hour, and he was the guy who played the keyboard for Solid Foam and stuff. And so by day they work at a local hospital, surgeons and stuff.
Yes.
And by mid evening they are a popular dance trio, but by night they are total crime fighters,
Oh.
vigilantes, and
Cool.
stuff. So, yeah.
What you are describing is fan fiction. I think it's actually very popular. Lots of
Yep,
people are
it
into it. For publishing, lots of people are not interested in it, but there is a little bit of a market opening up for fan fiction, and there's absolutely communities out there that are doing just what you're doing.
National Novel Writing accepts any kind of writing. It's pretty much up to you, and they just want you to get some words down.
Do you think you're
Yeah.
going to get 50,000 words, Cassidy?
I bet I will.
You
Nice.
do? How far are you, do you think?
I think if I was okay, so I have it on a flash drive as well.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I'm about less than halfway there. I mean, I'm about 400, maybe 500 words,
Okay.
something like that. So, got a long ways to go, but I think I can do it.
I think you can too. You've got the
Absolutely.
whole Thanksgiving holiday. You've got
Yeah,
plenty
of
of time.
course,
Yeah.
of course.
And I first saw you at an open mic here at the library, Oshkosh Public Library. Cassie, you did just a great job. It was very entertaining.
It
We
was.
enjoyed your story and your
Yep.
performance. Do you have anything that you want to add? Some advice? Talk about your genre a little bit, or
Well, some advice for
Sure.
any disabled people
Oh,
out there, Aspergians and people with autism. Believe in your dreams, and if people tell you you can't do that because of your disability, just brush it off. Brush it off. I mean, it's just they're just no good people, and they're just trying to get under your skin, and if you have a dream that you really really want to do, just try and do it.
Great.
and your dream is to write?
Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
excellent.
Well,
That is
thank you very
awesome
much for
advice.
talking
Thank
to
you,
us.
Cassie.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Hi, we're talking to Linda. How's your NaNoWriMo going?
Pretty good. Yeah, a little behind, but
Yeah.
I am catching up.
That seems to be the common sentiment. Everybody's a little behind.
So tell us what your word count is
Well,
before
before
we feel too bad for you.
I am over 30,000
Nice.
now.
Okay.
So I don't know the exact right now.
So you're pretty confident you're going to finish. You're going to accomplish your goal.
Oh, I'm going to do it no matter what.
And you did this last year, correct?
Yes.
How many years have you done this?
This is just the second
Year? All right,
Yeah.
cool.
I didn't know about it before that.
What are you writing about? What's the story this time?
This is The Boy in the Painting.
Okay.
It's about a young brother and sister in their 20s who, after their parents die, buy this house. And as they're doing yard work and stuff, they have adjoining woods and they want more soil, and they end up digging up a skeleton.
Ew.
Oh,
And so, so it's, it's like a murder mystery with ghosts.
Oh,
So,
ghosts.
yeah.
Nice.
and so it's your typical genre that seems a departure, correct?
Well, sort of, but not that much. Normally, I consider it fantasy, but
It's
You
nice
know.
to try something new,
yeah,
a little bit new.
yeah. I wanted to go a little bit more horror with this one. So far, I haven't totally matched it, but
It's hard to write horror.
Well, when I go through and make corrections afterward,
Yeah.
yeah, I can always.
You
make
like it
sure
well
there's-
enough, you're going to keep it, you think?
Oh God, yes.
Ah, good, good.
And this is your first draft. You're going to you're going to revise it and keep going,
You better believe
going
it.
for publication.
Yes, definitely.
Nice, very nice.
And so, what brings you here? What are you interested in doing? Just equate space to get caught up on your word count?
Yes, one part. The other part is camaraderie.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, getting together with people of like minds.
If not like word counts.
Yeah, no, drastically different. Drastically.
I'm over
different.
4,000,
Well,
but
hey,
I think I'm going to make it. I really do.
last year I was done early, but then I also ended with at least 52,000 words. So,
I've had nanos where I've written 2 novels, but this year
Wow.
I've just been, I don't know.
that's pretty good,
Yeah,
considering you're working.
yeah, full time,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And so, how long have you been writing? What interested you in writing? What got you started?
Oh, I've been interested in writing probably my whole life. Prior to my mother being one of the founding members of the Fond du Lac Writers Group
Oh, wow.
back in the 70s. And like I said, I always wanted to write, but every time I tried to do something, it felt like a chore.
Oh,
And it's like, well, this can't be right if it feels like a chore. And all of a sudden, 8, 9 years ago, this thought came to me and the whole plot, and the first draft basically wrote itself.
nice.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, this is the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, they say when you find your voice, that's how it is with writing. It's a lot of fun and it's very pleasurable to put the
Right.
words down.
Yeah, keep going, build up some steam.
Yep.
When it's not November, what's your typical writing style? Where do you do it? Do you have a set time? Are you kind of here and there?
Well, let's see. I have a shirt that says eat, sleep, read. I also instead change it to write when I'm in writing mode. So, no, I don't have a specific time. Yeah, just whenever. And unfortunately, I have a desktop and it's in the living room, and so I'm competing with my husband and the TV.
Ah, that's
So
all right,
I
too.
have
Yeah.
recently bought earplugs, and
Nice.
and it helps.
Nice. Noise canceling earplugs. Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking
Yeah,
with us
thank
today.
you. Good
enjoy
luck.
Enjoy and good
Thank
luck.
you.
We're here with Danny on National Novel Writing Month. How's your word count going?
I'm behind,
Seems
but
to
I
be.
am here tonight to hopefully get caught up again. But
Great. How far are you? Like, will 1,000 words do it? Or?
I'm at 15,000, so
that's good, though.
I am well behind the halfway point that I was hoping to be at by this point. I need like 10,000 words today.
Is this your first time, or have you tried it previously?
No, this is my first time. I'm new
Oh,
to
very
this.
neat.
So it's very exciting.
Yeah, there's like 300,000 people that do it worldwide, so we're all kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
What are you writing about?
I am writing a fiction novel, of course, and it is about karma and about a man who has horrible luck, and he's trying to figure out why he has such bad
Oh,
luck.
it's my life story.
Yeah, I know.
How
They say
fun.
write what you know, right? So it's actually my life story too, except for obviously not a man. But then there's this other man that is just this horrible person, and he has the best luck. Everything goes right for him. So he's trying to figure out what happened. Why is this
Oh, interesting.
the way it is?
Is this your first novel? Wow.
Yeah, my first time trying, but it's something I've kind of had in my head for years. And so when I heard about this, the NaNoWriMo Challenge, I thought this is the perfect opportunity to get it down on paper and get it out of my head.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely, right.
And then in January, I think it's the month of rewriting. So
Okay.
you put it aside for a couple months, and then when you go back, you can look at it more objectively.
Right, with
But they do
fresh
the same
eyes.
kind of thing again, where you all join online and you have little areas you can discuss things with.
It's very fun, and the supportive tools that they have online are wonderful. So the little pep talks that they
Oh, yeah,
have,
yeah.
they help keep you going, help keep you motivated.
Do you interact with the online community at all? I mean, they have like pose a question, right?
Yeah,
Things
they
like
have
that.
word count wars and all
No,
sorts of things.
I have not gotten involved to that level. I haven't
Yeah.
really. I've gone out there just to read the posts and things, but I've not posted anything myself.
Do you think you'll do it again, or is it
I
just
think
too
so.
much?
No, nope, not at all.
'Cause sometimes it can be overwhelming with Thanksgiving in the same month and
Nope, not at all. I think that it's just more fun than anything, so I don't find it to be
great,
overwhelming.
great. That sounds like an exciting novel.
Hopefully, we'll see.
So you have it inside your head, the complete story, right? Now you're just trying to get it out.
Yep, and fill out the body of it, and
The setting and
the
stuff, yeah.
settings and the in between scenes, and how are they going to get from this point to this? Because I know where I want them to go. I just got to figure out how logically to get
Mm-hmm.
them there.
Has there been any surprises?
Yes. The female person that I envisioned my hero lead going with isn't seeming to like her. He wants to go in a different direction. So
Isn't that interesting when that
yeah,
happens? It's part of the joy of writing, I think.
And the character takes on
Yeah, and they're like,
decide
no.
what's going to happen on
Right.
their own.
Yeah.
right. Yes. And I had envisioned all of his friends to be kind of loserish type people, and one of them is going in a completely different direction than I expected to. He's kind of taking on this former military, a very religious person to round it out. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
it's interesting.
Well, thank you very much for talking
And
with us.
good
Good
luck.
luck
Thank
with
you.
your. Yeah. So, Sarah, how's your National Novel Writing Month going?
I'm probably at 35,000 words
Wow.
tonight,
Oh, wow.
so
Nice.
it's going pretty well.
You are in good shape with Thanksgiving coming up.
I'm preparing for the inevitable wall to show up, so
Maybe it
should be
won't.
good.
Maybe it won't.
And what are you going to do when that happens?
Cry a little. I don't know.
Just write the same word over and over again.
Yeah, just any word that comes to the top of my head. they
Is this
count
your
right.
first year doing it?
It's my first NaNoWriMo, but I've actually written novel-length fiction before, so I
Nice.
have a
Very
little bit of
nice.
an advantage there.
Yeah, definitely. So, what's this current book about?
Well, it's about 35,000 words, and
The plot.
that's an
If she's comfortable to.
that's an excellent
yeah.
People,
question.
it's taboo to
Okay.
say that it's completed. But.
Well, it's sort of fairy tale inspired. It's
Oh,
your
cool.
kind of portal fiction, only instead of the epic quest, the main character goes off to save her lousy ex-boyfriend,
Nice.
and then
Oh,
gets
nice
trapped in
twist.
fairy.
I like it.
So the anti-hero, the reluctant hero, right?
Yes, yes.
Why do I want to save him for? But she has to. Very intriguing.
Yeah, sounds good.
And so what advice would you give somebody else who's thinking about doing NaNoWriMo? Don't do it?
Or is perhaps not as far along as
It,
you are.
it's only it's only impossible if you tell yourself it's impossible, and don't do it if you don't love reading. Write the
Oh.
book you want to read.
Oh, nice, nice.
Very good. Yep. I think that's probably some advice we've been skipping over is that if you want to write, you have to be a reader.
That's true. That's true.
And so then, do you typically read in the fantasy genre? Or?
For the most part, yeah. I'm an English former major, so
In recovery.
yes.
Tom is
So
too.
am I.
Yes,
I am as well.
recovering English major. So I've got a bit of a literary background too, and it's nice to read a breadth of things because then you have kind of more you can draw on, more tools in your literary bag.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you have any hopes for this novel? Are you going to revise it and hope to publish it, or
Well, I'm
do you
definitely
like
going,
it?
definitely going to revise it. I don't know if I'll try and publish it. I actually have another book that I want to write on, but I kind of decided I need a few more books under my belt before I can really tackle it. So.
Absolutely. I read a statistic that it takes 14 books before you can get a bestseller
Yeah.
out, so it's got to be a few.
Well, I've heard the joke of the 10-year overnight success in
Oh,
writing.
yeah,
right,
absolutely.
I'm just putting in my time right now. It's-
Definitely.
Yeah.
Are you in any writing groups, or?
No, actually,
No?
I'm not.
Neat. Well, thanks for talking to us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, very good. I was going to ask her,
I-
what kind of pizza do you want?
I'll eat pretty much anything they get at this point.
I think she
I'm not
ordered
fussy.
them already.
Yeah, she did. All right, thank you, Sarah. We'll let you get back to your writing.
So we're talking with Joyce on National Novel Writing. How is your month going?
A bit slow actually,
Yeah?
because I had to edit a previous novel because I had to send it off. I sent it off to a publisher. So
Nice.
Well, it's not a bad problem to have.
Yeah.
yeah,
You can
that's
be
true.
excused.
Yeah, but that means I'm only at about 10,000 words.
10,000.
Only, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's the good thing, though, is
Yeah,
as long as
it's
you're
not.
here and you're writing and
Yep.
you're trying, you're still successful as long as you're putting
And I don't,
effort in.
I don't actually know what the percentage of people who are not successful. I should probably look into that. But it's the idea of everybody sitting down and
Yep.
writing together
Yep.
during a month. So
Yep.
that's what's important. Can you tell us what this novel's about? Or
It's
Rather not.
about a sorcerer and a scientist who are working on the grand unified theory
Cool.
to unite science and sorcery.
Neat.
It's been done a few times, but I kind of like my version.
Yeah. Cool.
And this is not your first time doing NaNoWriMo?
This is not my first time doing NaNoWriMo, but I never finished last year's novel, which was a post-apocalyptic novel.
You could still go back. I have like 3 or 4
True.
You think
unfinished
you are going to go
novels.
back?
Oh yeah. I have right now at that one. I have 4 teenagers stranded in a post-apocalyptic wasteland in a Christmas supply store.
Oh no, who will save them?
I think they have to save themselves.
Probably.
That's the point.
Oh, they're teenagers. They're invincible.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things in a Christmas supply store.
Definitely. That sounds cool.
So
So what are you hoping to get out of tonight? How many words?
I don't know. I never think about how many words. I think about that this is a time just for me to write, where you don't have to worry about elderly parents or kids or emails or even the cat. That's all back home. And I think that's one of the things great about this event.
Nice.
And so then you don't typically sit down to write with a goal in mind. And lots of people write, I want to get such a word count. For me, it's usually just get an hour in, get whatever in.
Well,
And but you don't need
sometimes
it.
I do, and sometimes I don't. Well, I sit down every morning with my morning cup of tea and go, okay, I have to submit something to an editor because I have to make money. That's a goal.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
all the incentive you need, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. And I have to get through my emails before my email box fills and everything crashes. That's usually in the morning. So after that, anything after that I get time to write is,
Kind of
It's-
bonus.
yeah, it's a bonus.
So even if you don't make your goal, you'd still recommend this
Oh,
process?
yes. I would recommend NaNoWriMo to anyone who wants to be a writer or insane. If your goal is
covers
either
it.
one, yeah.
Or both.
Or both, yeah.
Do you go
Goodness
on the
knows
forums
there's
at
been a
all, or-
lot of that have been both.
Yeah.
Do you ever go on the forums online or anything?
No, because if I do that, I'm not writing.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
It's very entertaining, though.
yes. Yeah, though with a teenage daughter, a husband who's currently away, and a pair of getting older parents. Anytime I have is writing time.
Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
yeah. Don't have to eliminate something.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Joyce, for
Okay.
talking to
Good
us.
luck
It's been a pleasure, and,
And good luck with you two too.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
And are either one of you going to admit to what you
Mine's
talked to?
about almost 5,000 words.
Okay.
But I just had a book come out yesterday. So,
Yeah, so-
okay.
The
Yeah.
title of what that is?
Mixed Up Christmas.
Ah,
Very good.
Yay.
yes.
And I haven't kept track of, I don't have a novel specifically, I just writing, keeping on, and attending
And-
these
Yep.
events for encouragement and camaraderie and
And tonight pizza.
Yes.
Tonight pizza. It's
for
a
the
theme.
pizza.
Yes.
All right,
And
thanks.
keeping on. That's it.
All right, thank you. Hi, this is Dixie and Tom. We're back, and we're speaking with Meridian tonight. She's at the sit-in for the National Novel Writing Month here at the Oshkosh Public Library. Welcome.
How's your word count going?
Pretty good. I'm a little bit behind because I've had work, but it's
Yeah.
going great.
Yeah.
Is this your first time doing this?
No, it's my first time doing this at the library, but I've done National Novel Writing Month all throughout high school.
Oh, really? And did you?
Successful or?
No.
It's
No,
tough. It
I've
is tough.
never been successful before.
Plus, life gets in the way, too.
Homework and
Yeah.
physics.
Oh,
can help you with
yeah,
that.
would-
Yeah.
I could
I'm
not.
a physics
That-
teacher.
That would stop me as well. And so, what keeps you coming back to try it again?
I adore writing. It's a huge hobby of mine. So I'd really like to actually finish a novel for once in my life. So I'm going to keep attempting.
Great.
And what are you writing this month?
Greek mythology,
Cool.
only modern. It's
Oh.
about Hades and Persephone myth, only completely rewritten.
Cool.
What actually happened was several decades ago, Persephone finally found a loophole and left Hades in the
Oh, wow.
underworld. So
Cool.
so they got a divorce. Hades started moping around. He wasn't doing his job, and Zeus got sick of the sulking. So he said, "You know what? Get out there, find a new queen. Just get over her."
Oh, fun.
And he did not learn from the first time around. He made the same mistake and basically kidnapped the new girl too.
Oh, boy.
So
Kind of a stalker type of thing, yeah.
a little bit.
That sounds interesting. It sounds fascinating. How, oh, gosh, I lost my train of
Right.
thought.
So, do you know how this story ends, or are you seeing what happens as you write along with it?
I know how the story is going to end. Yes.
Have it all mapped out in your
Yes,
head ahead
I
of
have
time?
it all mapped out. I've been rewriting this story for a couple of years now.
And do you go online? Do you do any of the forums or anything?
I go on Wattpad and I'll publish my stories chapter by chapter, and
Oh,
I'll do
cool.
that, but it's about all I do as far as forums go.
Oh,
So what are you hoping to get out of tonight? How many words or?
I'm hoping to just catch up as much as I possibly can
Yeah.
from what I missed.
Yeah. With
and we're
Thanksgiving
keeping you
coming up.
from that. But
Here we are. Yeah.
definitely want to see how it's going for you and see if you had any advice that you would tell somebody who wants to do this or just wants to start writing.
Some advice would be to keep at it and not let the haters win. I've had a few people tell me that I'm never going to get published, so why bother writing? And my advice is to just not listen to that, because if writing is a passion of yours, just keep doing it.
Absolutely.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's great advice.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much
Yes,
for talking
thank you.
with us.
Good luck.
Get back to
Thank
your
you for
writing.
having me.
You bet.
Well, we're talking with Rhiannon at National Novel Writing Month. How's your word count going?
Not too bad. I'm actually just above par, so I'm a little bit
Nice.
ahead.
A little-
That's
And is this your
great.
first time doing it?
This is my first, my second nano, my first night of writing dangerously. So
Oh,
I'm
very
enjoying
exciting.
it so far.
We actually stole that name from, they actually have an official one out in
Oh, okay.
California, but we like the name so much that we
Right,
stole it.
right.
And so when we approached you to find out how it's going. We happen to see you look very organized. You have a bunch of notes. How are you writing? You look,
I'm kind of old school. I write with loose leaf paper.
Nice.
I have one that I put post-it. Oh, I love post-it notes, and I kind of map out everything before I start, and then as
plotter.
I'm going, oh yes, very much a plotter. As I'm going, I kind of just look at my notes and go from there.
So how early do you start plotting for November?
Like the month before, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad. Not too obsessive.
Sometimes if I get an idea for something at work, I'll take a post-it note, and it could be any month, and I'm like, oh, that would be a good idea for my story when I write it. So.
So you're from Kimberly?
I am.
What brought you all the way down here?
I heard about it through my municipal liaison, Allie, and Appleton Public Library, and I thought, it's not too far away, that I'd make the trek down.
I might go up just for those stickers. Those stickers are pretty cool. The old ones.
Yeah, she made up goodie bags for us. They had coffee, tea, little notepads, pens, and little stickers. So
Nice.
what do they call that? Not security, but you said like you give to a kid away at college, a care package.
Oh, care package.
Yep,
Care
little care
package.
packages.
Yeah, they tell
yep.
us to do that, when we were in ML.
And I actually did a swap partner. So I think they were living out in California.
Oh, nice.
So-
So have you been on the forums and all that?
Oh yeah.
That's kind of
I mean,
fun,
not
isn't
not
it?
like an everyday thing, but yeah,
Right.
I definitely check them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, you could probably stay on there long enough to get, not to get close to your word count.
Yep.
right. The internet can be very distracting.
Yeah.
So what kind of advice would you give people if they wanted to try this or were thinking about it or?
Make sure you have some good music. I
Yeah.
can't write without music. I have to tune out all the distractions, and I guess just do that. Tune out the distractions. Make sure you set aside a time to write. Make sure you set aside a place that's quiet and nobody's going to bother you and like, hey, what are you doing? Can I read that?
Oh, yeah.
At least not while you're writing.
Yeah, not the first
at least,
draft.
Yeah, at least give you time to just kind of write it and then hand it to somebody. Well, take a peek at this,
Very cool. Well, thank you for,
Yeah, thank you.
for
Good
joining
luck.
us. Good
Thank
luck.
you. Thanks.
Thanks for watching our National Novel Writing special. If you have any thoughts about writing, you should give it a shot.
And as always, we want to invite you to find a community. Maybe it's coming to events like this. Oshkosh Public Library holds lots of events every November for NaNoWriMo. And then find a club like the Oshkosh Area Writers Club. And the Lake Fly Writers Conference is a great community. We're there every year. We're part of that. And we enjoy
Help
having
bring
people
out
come.
the best writer in you.
Yep, you go away feeling inspired, and we go away feeling inspired about that. We hope you've enjoyed our show and meeting these writers in your area.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. If you'd like to be on Author Showcase, please contact us on our Facebook page or at OshkoshAuthorShowcase@gmail.com. Otherwise, continue the conversation with Dixie and Tom via social media. Look for Dixie by searching for Daisy Jericho, and please check out her books, The Love Thief and Sparks Fly, on Amazon. You can find Tom Cannon on many types of social media, and please check out his book on Amazon, The Tower of Apathy. Our goal is to introduce local authors around Oshkosh and hear their stories. We want to thank the Oshkosh Public Library and the Friends of Oshkosh Public Library for supporting the creation of this show. If you are a writer and are looking for a community, we suggest the Oshkosh Area Writers Club and the Lakefly Writers Conference held each May.